Mad YouTuber tries to do a live show with minimal equipment, minimal skills. Ow! Crap. That hurt. Someone gave me a thumbs up, so thanks. Let's see. Hey, Scotty P. Okay, we're inside now, so let me know how this looks. Is this better? I'm not gonna. I guess I just can't touch the camera at all. I got a whole list of topics I want to cover with you guys, and we didn't even really get to them. And there's a fair amount of people in that first live stream. I feel really bad because like I'm really big on. Thanks, Scotty, for letting me know. It looks good. Okay. And I took the mic off, but we're inside, so it should be fine. Get these little beetles in here. I wish I could show you. Oh, here. See these little tiny beetles? They get all over Dodger for some reason. I don't know why they like to get on him. All right, people are starting to come back in. Thanks for coming back, JTB. Okay, so yeah. It's not a cockroach. Oh, man. That would suck if I had cockroaches. Do RVers get cockroaches? I did have like those Chinese stink beetles, and they were in the trailer for months. And they're harmless, apparently. But if you touch them or even try to catch them with your hands, they stink. And it's not a super gross smell. It kind of smells like green grass. It's pretty gross. And when I bought this trailer, it had ants in it. You guys saw in one of my recent videos, I had some liquid ant traps that I used. And that got rid of the problem. Speaking of ants, at this spot that I moved into, I love it. It's really awesome. So far, I haven't slept here yet. But there were a bunch of ants all over my table that I had outside, which I've never seen that before. So I think I might have parked right over an ant nest. I'm going to test out my peppermint spray to see if that keeps the ants away from the trailer, from getting inside the trailer. But, you know, I've been really lucky about bugs in the trailer. Other than those couple incidents, I don't really have an interior bug problem. I have my little bug zapper, which I haven't used in months. I guess it's just that time of year where there's not that many bugs out right now. All right, you guys, I thank you so much for hanging in there with me. This is the third try at the live stream. It's frustrating being a nomad trying to do a show and like try to bring stuff to you guys, upload stuff. But I do have fun doing it, and so I'm kind of apologizing, you know, for the live stream cutting out. Man, I want to turn the camera more so you can see outside. But you guys, if you guys were in the first two live streams tonight, then you would have seen it already. All right, so we did talk a little bit about Patreon and the channel memberships. A tarantula hawk in your RV? Oh my God. The tarantula hawk is one of my favorite insects. I love them, but they freak me out. I can't, if you had one inside, I mean, I guess you just treat it just like a regular wasp, which what I do is, I know some people will have Raid and they'll spray inside their trailer. I don't even have that stuff in the trailer. What did you do to get a tarantula hawk out? I have these little Tupperware things. So I just take a Tupperware and I stick it over the wasp, which rarely happens, you know, if a bee gets in here, and then I close the Tupperware and take it outside and then throw it outside. So that's what I do with the tarantula hawk. But holy cow, you know, the tarantula hawk has like one of the most painful stings of anything in the world. I think it's the most painful sting in North America. So you don't want to get stung by it. They're huge too. I don't know if there's sugar ants. I don't really. There's some fire ants that are down. They're not in the trailer yet, but I saw them crawling on the tires. Sugar ants, there were some little spots on my table outside. I think I did spill something on the table like weeks ago, and they were all congregating on those little spots. Like, so maybe I did spill something sugary. You got the tarantula hawk with a tennis racket bug zapper. Well, I mean that would work. See, I don't even do that. You guys want to hear something crazy about bugs? Like, because you do get flies, right? Like, there are, especially where there's cows. Man, the cows bring around so many bugs and flies. The cow patties. But so every once in a while you get a couple flies in the trailer. It's very common, right? Just because you open the door and they fly in, just like in your house. And they're so annoying because you're in a small space and they're zipping around. And so here, you want to hear something funny? Is I can catch flies with my bare hands, and I don't kill them. I actually catch them. I scoop them up and then I throw them outside. So I've gotten really good at it. I'm like freaking Karate Kid with flies. I picked up some packages the other day from you guys. Subscribers sent some stuff. Most of it was labeled in a way that I could tell who sent it. So you'll see some of that stuff coming up in the videos. A lot of dog treats, which is really awesome. I made a special trip to the post office to pick up the packages because I was out of dog treats for these guys. And you guys always send dog treats, and it's really nice because I don't buy dog treats anymore. I just wait for you guys to send them for the dogs, and you guys sent some really good ones. Um, Man, I should show you guys some of them. You'll see them in the videos. But one thing, somebody sent this, and I'm not sure who sent it. It didn't have a name, like a receipt. I think it came from Amazon. But this thing I'm super excited about. I've been wanting this so bad. There's also a full-size one that I want that I think somebody else sent that I haven't picked up yet. But this one says 18 sprays. It says protection against multiple threats. 18 bursts. Mr. Miyagi would be proud, yeah. Gel is safer. Gel only affects the target. I'm hoping to maybe get another one of these. And actually, I can start testing some sprays. So I'm going to do a video where I'm going to show you guys how these sprays work. Because from everything I know, pepper gel is the stuff that you want to get. I'm thinking of, things that will come after us. And basically, it's like, some coyote or somebody's dog, a meth head, a crazy dude, a crazy drugged out dude. I would love using this stuff on some crazy drugged out dude that's harassing us. Because, this stuff will work. You just spray it in their face and it's like they're done. People cannot defend themselves. They can't attack you anymore. If they're coming at you, you just spray this stuff on them. So if you're in the city or whatever, man, you should always have something like this in your pocket. But then also we got to worry about, because we're hiking around, I got the dogs, worried about bears and mountain lions. So if a bear comes and I spray this in its face, this is going to stop a bear. Will it stop a mountain lion? I think you'd have to be... Mountain lions are fast. I think it would stop a mountain lion. He'd probably still get clawed. But I would feel really good using this against a bear. And if a mountain lion was coming at me, I'd be like, yeah, let's go for it. But I've never had that happen. I've never had any of those incidents ever happen. So this is the kind of thing that you carry with you and you never use. This one comes with a holster, so I'm going to be carrying this on my belt. You'll see me carry it more, or probably hopefully on every hike now that I do. Maybe I should have a little thing that usually I hike with my backpack. I could strap it to the front of my backpack so it's always like right there. Kind of a good idea. All right, so you guys want to talk about the people that I pissed off. Well, Jeff, actually, the camera is fine. It is cracked, but it doesn't seem to affect the image at all. So I'm just going to use it in its cracked state. I've shot a couple of videos now. I haven't released them yet on the YouTube channel, but they look great with that camera, with the cracked Echo Cam. So don't worry, Echo Cam and Dodger Cam are still in the works. You'll see some of that video. There's more to come. Yeah, so the last video where we were talking about the abandoned tent, but then also Mr. Echo ran away. And I even said in the video that it's like it's embarrassing that he keeps running away. It really doesn't happen that often anymore. I mean, like once every seems like every 3 months or something now. He'll run off and chase. It's always a deer or an antelope or an elk. So in that video, you go read the comments. You guys left a lot of really good comments on that video, but there's a lot of like negative comments, and some people were being kind of mean or whatever. And I get it; it's YouTube, so it's like whatever. I'm over that now as a creator. Like if people are negative or some people say stupid stuff, and so people were saying like you shouldn't let your dog's gonna end up dead, and it's like yeah, I mean, he's my dog. Like trust me, I care about him a lot more than you do. But I do think it's cool that people do care and they care about animals in that way. They're like, oh yeah, if a dog has an owner, the owner should be a good dog owner. And I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect dog owner. I think I do a lot of things right. I think I do a lot of, I think I take care of my dogs really well, but I make mistakes. And so sometimes I show those mistakes on YouTube and then I get those like negative and nasty comments. People were saying like, "Oh, it's illegal. Your dog needs to be on a leash at all times." And yeah, you're a city person if you're saying that. Because yeah, if you're in the city in a neighborhood or something like that, there is a leash law. But where we are most of the time, we're on public land. We're on Bureau of Land Management land, which is federal land, and National Forest land, which is also federal land too. But depending on where you are, for the most part, your dogs don't have to be on a leash. You do have to have control of your dog. And yes, they're not allowed to, you're not supposed to let them chase deer and stuff like that. So that's my mistake. That is my mistake. But I'm showing that on YouTube just to kind of show you guys the reality of how we live, the reality of nomadic life. It's not perfect. I make mistakes, and so I do show those mistakes. And a lot of people left like really really good comments. They know I'm taking good care of my dogs, and I have a tracker on him. They have health insurance. Um, it's still and I don't encourage him to run off. In fact, we've done a lot of hikes, and you'll see it in our videos where he's on his leash. But sometimes I do let him off his leash because I want him to run around and do his thing. And Dodger, I'm used to Dodger, right? Like he was a really good off leash dog. There were times when he would chase stuff too, but he was, I guess, more trainable. I trained him better than Mr. Echo. They're different dogs, so they have different things that kind of trigger them. And Echo really gets triggered by deer. So people were being kind of mean in the comments section, and I mean, don't worry about me. I'm a YouTube creator. Like you're gonna get nasty comments. Like I get some nasty comments sometimes. They're really not very many. I think when I started the channel, I got a lot more nasty comments. But now that YouTube is the algorithm like shows my videos to people who kind of get what we're doing, you know, kind of the outdoorsy RV lifestyle vibe, then there's a lot less negative comments, like mean, nasty comments. And so I like that. But I mean, yeah, go read those comments. Hey, thanks for hitting the thumbs up button, you guys. Supposedly that helps the video. So, oh yeah, so for the channel members, a few people have found out. I haven't made an official announcement yet about the channel membership on YouTube, but it's just really easy thing you can do, and then it's like I think it's like $5. It's like $4 maybe, and then you can access like extra bonus videos. But there's emojis, so I've been making some emojis that people can use in the chat in the comments. So it's kind of like a fun thing. And whenever people comment on these videos, like on the live streams or on the regular videos, then they're highlighted. So other people will see their comments more. And plus, I will see them because I don't always get to read all of the comments in the videos. So if you're a channel member, then it's highlighted. Like that's one of the perks. But at some point, I will make an official announcement about the channel memberships. But if you want to sign up for that now, while it's like in progress, I'm adding videos to it. You can go look there and see some of the videos. And if you go to our Patreon, there's free memberships on Patreon, and there's free videos, like extra videos there too. And then of course, if you sign up there for $5 a month on the Patreon, then you get access to like there's over 100 videos on there, and that helps us out like so much because I can kind of count on a little bit of extra, like basically gas money from Patreon as opposed to on YouTube because YouTube it really fluctuates. And it's like so little. It's like a couple $100. It's crazy. All right, you guys got any questions? I've been watching this show called Andor. It's like a Star Wars show, and it's pretty cool. Like I'm kind of into it. I don't usually like those Star Wars TV shows, but it's pretty cool. I've also been watching Wild Boys. Um, it's that old MTV show, which I've seen many times before. Random Spirits watching Andor. Yeah, I watched Mandalorian, some of Mandalorian, which I liked, and I liked the Orville. Um, but apparently the other Star Wars TV shows, like there's an Obi-Wan one, Book of Boba Fett, and The Acolyte, and I think there's a couple others. Supposedly they're really bad, and I'm kind of like more of an old school Star Wars fan. So Andor has really got me going. Like I'm pretty into it. But let me show you this. I'm gonna promote these guys to you right now. I'll love this show, Wild Boys. I mean, this is like the extreme version of the Got Out channel, basically, Wild Boys. Steve-O and Chris Pontius from Jackass. Oh man, I dig this show so much. And being alone, like sometimes I kind of watch stuff that just kind of makes me crack up or whatever. You know, just kind of puts me in a good mood. And Jackass and Wild Boys, that stuff just cracks me up. I love it. What is my cost of living per month? Well, that's a good question. I'm going to do a video about that someday. There's so many topics I can cover in videos. But I was talking about that in one of the videos coming up. I talk about that a little bit. I don't spend a lot of money. Mostly it's like gas money, you know, and then I gotta have money for repairs if things go break down or whatever. You know, I got some new tires on the truck. That was expensive. Got a broken windshield on the truck right now. I got to get that replaced still. Oh, Call of the West. I got to talk to Corncob about Call of the West. So cost of living can be really cheap. Um, I mean, I would like with this lifestyle, if you don't drive that much, I stay in places, in Quartzsite, I'll stay there for a few months. Place like this, I'll stay for 2 weeks. I might just drive, 50 miles to my next campsite, stay for 2 more weeks or a week or something like that. So I'm not putting on tons of miles. It depends on how you live, but I mean, you could do this lifestyle for 600 bucks.